Hey, what's up, world? It's your girl, Miss T. Yep, that's me. We're in the studio, DFWIRadio.com. We have the Johnsons, Trenton and Tania Johnson in here, TJohnsonRealty, and we're going to be talking about, does marriage and business work together? So we got about 30 more seconds before we go on air, and then we'll get back with you.
All right, sugar food.
Now, you guys talked about in the hard times, and I can only imagine you are a cancer survivor, and I can imagine that probably in your relationships that was one of the hard times, one of the difficult times. It was easy?
It wasn't considered a hard
Okay.
time.
I like that.
Not at all. That again was God's time to shine.
Okay.
We are all scared of cancer, but again, if God is behind you, who can be against you?
Mm-hmm.
And so when they told me 3 times, the urologist told me, I think you have stage 2 kidney cancer. I just looked him in the eyes and they told me you were the best. I didn't flinch to look at Trent. I needed him to know that somebody up above was watching over me, and I believe in angels, and they were there, and they were pointing at him, and I was like, I just need you to do your job.
So you are a cancer survivor, and so what would you tell someone that's currently battling cancer or going through that struggle right now in their relationships?
What will kill you is the negativity. You have to have positivity to have power. You have to.
And in our household, everybody knew what was going on. The kids knew what was going on.
Okay.
So I mean, they were old enough; they knew exactly what mommy was facing. But we're a praying family. We're Christians, and I knew, we just felt it was the next challenge. We didn't drop our heads. What do we need to do? Let's do it. Let's pray. We had so many people who cared and loved us, praying for us and taking care of us and checking on us. So it was really powerful having all the positivity around us. And then we just, prayer. I just can't say it enough. But at the same time, we strengthened each other, because I honestly had no doubt. Even when we sat there in front of the urologist, I guess he was trying to get something out of us. We just said, okay, that's what she got. Okay, next, you got to keep going, because what's next? There was no crying, none of that.
There were moments. We're not gonna lie. There were some scary moments. Yeah. When a doctor tells you have 5 to 10 years to live, and you see your life flash before you, that was a moment. That was the first time I wasn't with my parents or my husband.
And it was an emergency room doctor who don't even know who she was.
Right. That was my burst of tears moment, and then having to announce it to my church family, Greenville Avenue Church of Christ, where there's over 2,000 members. You're telling the world that you have a deadly disease. That's a scary moment. So I can't lie and say that didn't happen. It did. That was a moment, and I had my cry. But in all of that, I still looked up to the man above.
That's good. So, fast forward, it's 2016, and you guys have together broke so many records. What's the goal for this year? How will you top? He won't.
I feel like I'm already ahead of the game. Like I said, I got my license this time last year, and up to this point already, I've already helped quite a few people at home. So I feel like if I can just keep working hard, and I'm not really trying to double. I really don't operate on numbers. I mean, I guess that's bad to say when you're in business, but I mean, I do, but I don't. I really focus on the next family I can help, the next person who's willing to allow me to help them get into a home and do what it takes. Let's talk about it, because there's a lot of misconceptions, and a lot of people are scared to talk about it. So, the credit situation, or some people are just scared to go through the process, period. And I've really been, I've got a lot of family and friends, and most of my clients are friends on Facebook. So, and most of the clients have seen other clients, and it looks like we're having a party at our closings, and we have a good time because it's a joyous and it's a huge accomplishment. And I recognize that for these families. So I love those moments. So I try to recreate them with different families as many times as I can. And if I look up and I'm sold 100 houses in a year, then that's 100. I look at it as 100 families I've helped instead of the actual number.
Right.
You know, everything else will come, but I'm really into helping people.
That's good. That's great. I've noticed too that you guys are not just all working business. You guys have some little playtime too. I love to see. I've looked through your selfies, and you guys you keep the moments light. It looks like you enjoy yourself. I know sometimes people get so invested in their work that that's all they have. So tell us how you manage both of them. Do you schedule out times that Sunday is our play day, or what do you guys do?
I'm always working.
It's always service first, and then the business will come. But when it comes to free time, we know, and we know where to draw the line. There's healthy boundaries that we have to have. So that healthy boundary may be leave your cell phone at home and take a nice walk under the moon.
Oh yeah.
Or let's go on vacation.
15
Isn't that cute?
15 minutes.
Have you guys ever had to leave your cell phone at home day?
15 minutes.
Are you looking at your watch the whole time?
Right now. But yeah, I mean, there are times when, because my phone is always in my palm of my hand all the time. And sometimes I look at it, I'm like, Jesus, get off me. Sometimes, you know.
My phone.
Hey, I'm sensitive about my phone. Watch out now. But, yeah. But, you know, I always find time. I have my pulse on my family.
Okay.
I know when they need me. I know when my kids need me. You know, I know when she needs me. So, you know, and they know what I do. And, you know, it hasn't seemed to interrupt our normal pattern, I guess, in life. You know, they're used to seeing me come and go. They know they can reach me anytime. You know, she's usually with them. You know, so, I mean, it's a good balance. It's a good balance. But I do have the pulse of my family. That's first and foremost. So, you know, I think I do a good job.
You do.
Okay.
Aww. Is it that tender?
Yes.
That is
tender.
Like I knew the question was coming. Like, you do.
I know I've truly enjoyed you guys being in the studio today. It's just been a major encouragement to have you guys here. You brought up technology. How important, we've had some questions here on the show about making sure, you know, we announce our relationship on social media. And I know you guys have been married for a long time. You guys have been married pre-social media age. Mm-hmm. But what encouragement would you give to people who are getting married right now with this? You know, social media is a great thing, don't get me wrong, but sometimes it could go in the wrong direction, and then you can start comparing yourself to the Joneses, and they went here for this. How do you guys handle that?
I mean, social media to us is pre my business. It was more.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
This was beautiful, y'all. This was really beautiful, and I hated to cut them off and say it. So I asked the question, right, and then they sit here and they took this little glance at each other, and Miss Tania looked at Mr. Trenton, and then Mr. Trenton started talking. It was beautiful. It was such a beautiful moment. I wish I could have captured it for the world to see. I'm sorry, I'm back, Liz.
What was the question? No, no, but I mean, social media to me in general before my business was just a reflection of, you know, of my family, my life with my family and my children, family members and friends. Mm-hmm. You know, to share in each other's joys, pains, not gossip, not drama. You'll never see that stuff on my timeline. I'm not interested in that. If I want to look at somebody else's page, I want to see them celebrating successes with their children, with their family.
With their dogs.
Yeah.
Look, you didn't include me yet. I wanted to feel included.
But see, I would be celebrating you here with, you know,
yes, okay, thank you. Now
doing what's your passion, things like that. You know, I find some way to include you, right?
You said that.
But you know, that's really what it's for. People can pervert anything, and that's what has happened pretty much. But it's really used to help to share in people's joys and their lives and successes and encourage people as well. So socialize, not demonize. You know, right? Exactly.
Okay, a common phrase is behind every good man is a good woman.
That's true.
And people have post new millennium altered the phrase and said, no, it's not behind, it's beside. Tell me, Miss Tania first, because you've been so awesome to our ladies today. What do you feel about, I have my own opinion, but I promise you're going to be proud of me in my opinion.
Okay.
Look, I'll tell you after the break my opinion, but how do you feel about this statement?
I believe it. Martin Luther King wasn't Martin Luther King without credit.
What?
Keep going. You was preaching.
Jay-Z was Jay-Z, but then Beyonce came.
Bianca!
I got my black Beyonce.
Yeah.
That's what I called her before we was even married. I was like, I ain't worried about no Beyonce. I got my own black Beyonce.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you stand with it. Let me tell you, I do too. Because I've always said it's beside. But I was telling somebody that there's nothing more powerful than being able to follow a man and be able to have his back and be supportive of it, because if he's going forward, he can't see what's behind him.
Come on.
And so almost you work as a shield to shield what's. See, I told you was gonna be proud of me.
Let me just say
I told you I was working at this thing.
Let me just say this. When I told her that I was getting ready to quit where I was to start something completely new, if she had said, no you ain't, then I would have known I got a huge hurdle to cross before I even get started on another huge hurdle.
I just don't see that personality in Miss Tania at all.
Well, it's not, because she's always supported me, but I'm just saying, if she gave me any kind of pushback or anything like that, that would have made my job a whole lot harder. Now, I ain't saying I wouldn't have done it. I didn't say that, but
because your mind was made up.
She know me. She know who she married. I ain't playing. But it would have been a lot harder. She could have made my life a lot harder. So believe me, I've experienced it. And having a strong black woman, that has my back and supports the family while I get out and try to make this thing happen is invaluable. It's a blessing and gift from above.
Do you guys believe in date nights? Then you say.
We do. We go upstairs all the time to the theater. Where you at? Hello?
Husky always be on a whole different level. He always be on. Please get him in order.
I was thinking holy. Upstairs.
We have
date night could be. They could have a pool room upstairs.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Have
you wasn't
a
thinking
ping
about
pong table upstairs.
Yeah, okay.
They could be doing a lot of stuff upstairs. They might play dominoes in space upstairs. I don't know where y'all guys be. I used to be married. I know.
But no, seriously. So you guys do definitely believe in date nights, then?
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Now, are they you at home date, or you date on the go, or
how we feel?
We go out, spa night, and eat dinner, fancy dinners on the skyline. We dress up and we ooh and ah each other.
Oh,
I like
tender. Tender. Now, do you guys? This is another thing that we talked about here on the show, and do you guys send each other nice, little sweetheart text messages throughout the day, especially since you got a guy that always has his phone?
Well, now we're in each other's faces all the time. But when he did work, and I would fix his lunch, I did put in the notes, and I sent the emails that sing, and you remember them.
Yes, I do.
Relationship goals.
Love it.
No, yeah, that's one of them things.
Hashtag goals.
Yeah, you always see the different. You be like, no, that ain't no.
Well, I like to say all the time, people be like, I call her my girlfriend a lot of times, because you know how when you're dating,
right,
you always try to impress the girlfriend and all that kind of stuff. And I like to play a whole lot, you know. So I'm like, I like to keep it light,
Right.
you know. So I mean, yeah, she's my wife. We know that. That's where it is on paper. But I'm treated like she's my girlfriend. I'm always trying to win her.
That's right. Ooh, I love
Did I say something?
it. Yeah,
Oh,
you
no.
free. You're free.
I was.
You was on it.
I was okay.
That's cute, because a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people get to that level.
You gotta have fun.
I
man.
put a ring on and I'm done. I
Yeah.
did it.
No,
but it
no.
does not stop there.
No, she'd be like, I see you. It's time to hit the gym. You know, we be on each other, you know.
That's why I love y'all. TFWIRadio.com is Let's Chat Live with Miss T. I have T Johnson Realty in the building. And they're going to tell you how you can get in a home. It is so important for people to get in a home. You know, stop playing at rent. You're spending more money renting than you are. And you could, by now, you could have owned a home. There's, I got friends who have been in apartment complexes for years, like for 10 years, and I just kind of go.
Yeah, add that up over the months.
You might want to think about getting you a house. So tell them, how can you guys help them? What do you guys do, and how can you help?
The first thing, I'm on Facebook. You can give me a call, 214-609-9208. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions, but you first gotta, we gotta talk. Your first thing is you gotta let it be known. Ask whatever questions you need, and you gotta get qualified.
Call me. Call Tania.
You gotta get qualified.
It's a team. It's a teamwork.
It's a team.
Teamwork. You're gonna help them out, then you're gonna tag them off.
Yes.
You have to get qualified. Unless you can purchase the house cash money, you need a loan. You have to have credit to get a loan. Okay. If you don't have credit and your credit is bad, your credit is a reflection of your repayment history. So if it's not all that great right now, give us a call. We can help you get it good and get it great, as they say. We've got Miss Ebony over here.
Hey y'all.
With Arise Financial Solutions. She's integral in our company because she helps people get their scores where they need to be so that they can qualify. And once they're qualified, by following what she's saying do, I don't get into that. I say, hey, I have somebody for that. And Ebony takes care of them. And she's...
After you send them to me, first option mortgage.
And then that's where they get qualified. And then I go out and get that house for them. 25 to 30 days, they'll be in their own home. But it's simple enough, but it all starts with credit. And of course you can't buy a house if you can't pay for it. You don't have a down payment, you don't have no money, then you gotta get some money.
If people don't know, once they find it, do you kind of help tailor a home to their needs?
Thank you
Absolutely.
for the hearts.
Absolutely. I listen to it when I ask the client, what are you looking for? Do you have kids? If you don't have kids, then school district isn't going to be that important to you. If you have kids, school district should be one of the most important things. So I look for all those key points. I've got kids, so I know, you want to raise your family in a safe area. If you qualify for $300,000, $400,000, $200,000, whatever, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to take you to that point. I'm going to try to get you as much as I can without, I don't want you house poor. I'm not trying to get you house poor. I'm not that type of realtor. I'm really trying to find exactly what you're looking for, where you want to be with the great school district if you have kids. But it's just basically up to community. It's all about communication. We have to talk about it. If you don't tell me, I won't know. But I usually ask the right questions to get the right answer I need in order to find exactly what they're looking for. And I enjoy that part.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, give them one more time. I want you to give them your phone number,
Okay.
your Facebook,
Okay.
your Insta,
Okay.
your Twitter,
Okay.
your house phone
House
number,
phone. I
your
live
kids' phone number.
Okay.
No, seriously. Tell them how they can get in contact with you, because it is so important. We need to start owning our own homes and being possessive and that it's yours. People need to start taking more possession of having something that is yours.
Having that property.
Well, we need to leave our kids more than bills.
Growing that equity
That's
in that
true.
property, you can't do that renting. So My number is 214-609-9208. You can find my personal Facebook page under my name, Trenton Johnson, and my business Facebook page, TJohnsonRealty Group. Okay.
Give them the phone number one more time. Say it slow because they didn't have pen and paper. Yeah, they was doing a bunch of stuff and they want to make sure they got it.
Okay. 214-609-9208. Is that good, lady?
That was great. That was great. They got it. Right. They got it. They got it.
Johnson Realty Group, making dreams reality.
You better. What? Commercial. That was great. Commercial.